As it exists today, the PLC process in West Orange Cove CISD is a journey that began over 4 years ago. Through a vision of teamwork and collaboration, leadership and staff work together towards creating an environment of increased teacher empowerment and input yielding high student achievement. Dr. Sylvia Martinez, Assistant Superintendent, tells about the beginning of this journey.
Well, when I first arrived to West Orange Cove CISD, I had the opportunity to observe classrooms, and I saw that there was a lot of direct instruction. It was identified that direct instruction was the primary way and the primary method of student learning. And so it became evident that there was a need for teacher collaboration and for an opportunity for teachers to share ideas, to spark each other's thinking, and to build upon the expertise that we already had in the school district. Coming into the school district, it was visiting classrooms. There were a lot of observations that took place, a lot of visits to classrooms, and it could be seen that there were some really great, excellent teachers who had wonderful ideas and great instruction. Unfortunately, that level of instruction was not being seen throughout the entire district, and there was really a need to see an increase in that. And so it was important to find a way that we could give our own teachers and our own experts the opportunity to share, so that they could then send their expertise into other classrooms and help their own neighboring teachers to improve in their instruction and in the quality of the student outcomes.
Middle school principal Anthony Moten speaks to the significance of PLCs from his perspective.
I think it's been everything. Because that is what frames our instructional direction. It frames what we do instructionally and the direction in which we're going. Everything that we have implemented, everything that the conversations that we have, all come from that PLC model, and which is, how do you know they're learning it? What are you doing when they don't? And what do you do when you know that they do? And those are the things that drive our conversation. So for us, instructionally, it's everything. It's foundational to the academic success that we've had.
One of the very first steps in this journey was identifying the need for PLCs in the school district. District staff share their views.
Initially, we had a lot of needs within the district, and PLCs have met a lot of those needs.
Sometimes you get bogged down in your own classroom, and you realize that you really need someone's brain to pick and to follow through with your ideas, and to they can elaborate with you and collaborate with you, and your visions become clear with the help of your fellow teachers.
You know, you had some classrooms, things were happening, people were doing really well, students were succeeding. In other classrooms, not so much. And in some of the island classrooms, those were some of the best classrooms, but we had to see how can we all be successful. And so that was probably number one need. It's just the student need, for student success, student achievement.
Team members identify a variety of benefits they have experienced through the use of PLCs.
It's obvious or evident that there was a real need for PLC because we were a fractured faculty. We were working within our department, but not to its greatest benefit for all of us. PLC has made us one. We, like I said, it makes us click. We are working together on a daily basis. We are sharing information, what works, what doesn't work, bringing ideas to the table to teach differently. And it's ever so important when there's new teachers that are new to the campus or new to teaching. It is a way to take them under your wing and to be there for support.
We were able to find some common vocabulary that needed to be taught. Things were needing to happen at the high school that elementary or pre-K could actually help set that foundation. And so through that, we were able to support so that students could be successful in high school.
I think that we've experienced great growth, not only from a student performance perspective, but as practitioners. we've grown. I remember back in the beginning of the process when we were even presenting it to staff and how that process itself has morphed into us going deeper in the work. And that is driven based on our level of comfort and understanding within the work. So seeing everyone grow within the process and having those deeper level conversations about the things that actually work with our kids.
Over the past 4 years, PLCs have become an integral part of the district's culture. Team members share their reflections of the journey.
Initially, we had a lot of needs within the district, and PLCs have met a lot of those needs. Have met a lot of the academic needs for both professionally for the teachers and academically for the students.
I think the PLC allowed us to, number one, have a format for framing what we do, but then it allowed us to be able to systematically have those broader conversations about the good things that are taking place on our campus and allowing us to frame those in a way that allow people to have greater ownership of the things that are taking place on the campus.
We counted on our leadership to set a tone and to create an environment for the work of professional learning communities to take place. It was really important for our leaders to set the example, to set the tone, and to model what collaboration looks like.
Initially, you would expect apprehension from teachers, and it's something new. But and we learned that in our experience. It was something new, and met with apprehension. But over time, I believe teachers bought into it, and they saw the benefits of PLCs. And I think even today, if we said we weren't doing PLCs, that teachers would find a way to do the PLCs on their own.
The district recognizes the need for continued growth as a professional learning community.
It's just bringing in the new people and training them, hey, this is how we do business. And so I think that really is one of our largest challenges. It's just starting again, building the trust, understanding each other, just learning each other. You're starting kind of at that square one.
Although there are instances of teacher empowerment within the district, the overall goal is for all teachers to be empowered as one WOCCISD professional learning community.
As I said, the PLC has strengthened us as staff members, and it's allowed for us to not only become friends and co-workers. We're proud of who we are. We're proud of being North staff at WOCCISD.
Superintendent Ricky Harris describes the ways in which the district desires to grow and build systems upon the foundation already in place.
As we talk about where we're going as a district, everything is centered around professional learning communities, because we talk about, well, we want to build the capacity of our administrators, build the capacity of our teachers, and then we talk about how we want to grow. We want to grow our own. You can't function by yourself. Everything that I send out from my desk, you'll see it will reference John Maxwell's quote. Concerning one is too small of a number to do anything significant, and so you have to understand that all of us have to work together. It takes a great team to move the district, not an individual. Continue to work to generate that environment that great PLCs are all about. I would just say, let's make sure that we're not just coming to meetings just to be in a meeting because this is the meeting that has been called, but we're coming to bring some valuable information. We come to gather some valuable information so we can move our students to the next level. And I come with a mind to learn and to grow, and that's what it's all about.